Hey everyone, it's the Detective, and welcome back to another Battle B-Daman Let's Build. Today, I'm going to be starting my build on the Chrome Levan DX set. This is number 83 in the line. Now, just before we even talk about what this set is, this B-Daman right here, the main B-Daman Chrome Levan, has multiple different pronunciations. The correct spelling is spelled Chrome Levan, L-E-V-A-N. However, in the English dub, they call it Chrome Raven, which is definitely a better name for it, considering that the B-Daman itself does kind of have a Raven motif. However, in the Japanese dub, for Battle B-Daman, he's referred to as Revan, not Raven, not Levan. So it's very weird. I'm probably going to be saying Levan for most of the video, but I might say Raven, I might say Levan, and I might say Revan. It's really confusing. You can really say it however you want because there's so many different names for it, but I will probably be bouncing between them. Nonetheless, you can see this is a really cool set. We get a clear version of Chrome Levan here, and then we get all of these different cores. We get basically all of the cores that existed at the time for the 02 system. The Delta Core, DHB Core, Long Core, and Balance Core, all recolored in exclusive color schemes. We get these roller feet with these metal ball bearings, which is very cool. And then we also get a recolored set of King Bakuso armor in black, which is very awesome. On the top of the box here, you can see we have each of the cores with the, I assume the name for them, DHB Core, whatever, and then some more details about the set. On the side here, we have some various customs, so I think that this is the power type, rapid fire type, control type, what is that? I guess balance type, and then the DHB type, and these are just different combinations that you can make with the parts from there. And then as you can see on the back, it shows all the different cores again, corresponding to those customs that you can make with this set. And then on the back, you just see the same image that we saw on the front of the box, just showing all the parts that we get. On the bottom, we have some various details, including that same image again. And then on the other side here, we have another picture of the standard Chrome Levan, just showing the different details of the standard Chrome Levan and the King Bakuso that you can make, along with the roller feet. Alright, so let's actually open this up. I've already opened it just to inspect and make sure that everything's there. So let's just take everything out. First thing we have here, we have like some hold parts and then the King Bakuso barrel. Unfortunately, it seems like all the pieces are mixed up. So this appears, luckily this seems to be just the DHB core itself. That's just this bag. But all these other bags seem to be mixed up. So I'm going to have to open up all of them before I check them out. You can see we have a bunch of hold parts. We got the yellow core and then the green core. We have the red core and then there's that beautiful clear. And then we also have the sticker sheet, the bearings, and the B-Daman. Very big, shiny sticker sheet. I will not be applying these. It looks like some of them are already peeling off. You can see that one right there just fell right off. But there's the sticker sheet. It does look very nice, but again, I will not be applying these. Anyway, though, in this video, I will be building the Chrome Levan himself, the clear version, and then I will also be building this really cool silver DHB core. And then in part 2 of this Let's Build, which will come out next week, so you guys will have something to look forward to. If you're a fan of this content, I will be building the individual cores that they come with, like the extra, balance core, delta core, and long core. And I will also be building and then combining the black King Bakuso armor. And I'm very excited for that. But I'm actually just going to make a cut here. I'm going to take all these pieces out of the bags, and then let's get started with Chrome Levan himself. Alright, so here are all of these sprues for the parts. As you can see, we have the hold parts, the little rubber attachments. The arms and legs actually came in a separate bag from the rest of these parts, actually. We have the really cool looking core. I'm very excited for that. And then the armor and the one-handed grip and extended trigger. So I'm just going to take these pieces off the sprues, and let's begin building. And we're back, and that was just a second for you, but that was actually around, I think it was 15 to 20 minutes for me, because it took a while to get all these pieces off the sprues and get all the num marks removed. But we're here, and I'm really excited because, honestly, just looking at these pieces, they look fantastic with the translucent black and then just the plain translucent. So we're going to start off with the core, and this is the roller core. So what's actually cool is that you have this kind of extended piece on the back that actually lets you add a third B-Daman in the main core. But we're going to start out by actually building the hold parts, which visually kind of look like the standard Zero system hold parts, except they do have these little rollers, and the roller core is actually a pretty good core. So it's just great to have this. And I already had 2 copies of this because it was used on not only Chrome Levan, but also King Rakuso had this core in red and I think red and green, and then the standard Chrome Levan had actually this kind of gunmetal silver sort of color, along with this exact same shade of kind of orangey yellow here. Now, I actually just realized I'm missing a spring, so let me just go grab that spring real quick. And there we go, I got the spring, so let's just take the trigger itself, and just like so, bam, it is attached to the core. Guess now we just, oh, whoopsie. We attach the kind of bottom section, and since it is a 0-2 core, we do build the head a little separately. I just realized there's a little nub right there, but I don't think it's actually going to matter, because it'll just be covered by the arms. And hold up, it's not going in. And just like that, there it is. It took a little while. There was actually a little bit of flash plastic kind of on the peg there, so it wasn't going in right, but there we go. I got it, and it looks really fantastic. It kind of reminds me of the Diamond Bakugan. Of course, this is this came like 14 years before diamonds were a thing, but, you know, still very, very cool. And here is the head, and then we will just attach that to the core. Aha, and once again, there was some more excess plastic, probably from one of the num marks, actually, but it should go on, and yep, there it goes. Nice, just like that. I'm going to be a little bit more careful next time, so I don't have to make any more mistakes. Of course, you guys are just seeing it, and it's kind of just being cut out, but there is the core itself. I'll just pop on the arms, I suppose, and the legs. And I would have liked, actually, it would have been cool if the arms and legs were clear plastic as well. But I guess they just did it in the silver to kind of break up the color scheme. But that looks really nice. You know, I don't have many totally like translucent B-Daman like this. Actually, now that I think about it, this might be one of the only B-Daman that I have, if not the only, that actually has this totally translucent color. I have like other clear B-Daman that have colors similarly to this, but nothing on this level. Here is the kind of Chrome Levan, or Levan, whatever, one-handed grip. And it's got, I always never really understood why you have these posable wings on the side here. Like, why would you want to be able to move the wings? It's just a little weird to me. Hope I put that in correctly. I don't know why you would ever really want to move the wings, but nonetheless, you have like this ability to just, I guess, when you put them like this, it kind of makes it a stabilizer, but at the same time, I don't really know what the point of that is. But there's the Chrome Levan wing. It's not my favorite. The idea is that you hold it from here, but like the wings themselves look weird. I don't know. Whatever. It's not my favorite, I'll be honest. I do prefer Chrome Levan Cyclone. Most people prefer this guy, but there's kind of two types of people. There's the people who prefer this, and then the people who prefer Chrome Levan Cyclone. I guess we just have to build the head now. And I guess I should start by actually putting in these rubber pieces. And similarly to the hold parts, I actually do like that they kept the rubber solid. I don't even know if it's possible to make clear rubber. I'm sure it is. The question is, I don't know if Takara actually did that with B-Daman. It looks really cool. Just being able to see all the pegs. You can see the pegs right there. That's honestly a super cool thing to be able to, you know, see. One more piece to go. And bam, there we are. That is so cool. I love being able to see kind of through the helmet and actually see the details on the head beneath. That is really, really cool. Just gonna pop on these feet. And then finally, we have the shoulder pads, which also require some rubber. We plug the shoulder pads in like so. Piece actually goes on first, the extended trigger. And then the power wing goes on like this. Bam! And there is clear Chrome Levan, or Raven, or Revan, or Levan, whatever you want to say. But that actually looks so good. Again, this is the grip. It's not my favorite because the trigger kind of bounces around a little bit, so it's kind of annoying to do that. But of course, if you have a magazine there and it kind of extends past your fingers, being able to actually load and fire this guy will be very easy. That is really, really cool looking. Anyway, though, now it's time. I'm going to take all these pieces off the sprue, and I've never actually built a DHB core before, so I'm actually really, really excited to actually have this experience. I keep saying the word actually, but I'm just very excited. So I'm going to get these pieces off the sprue, and let's build this DHB core. So I was actually just going to skip showing the actual sprues that we get and just take them off and then start building, but this was really kind of unique. I've never really seen this before with Battle B-Daman. I've seen it with Super, actually, and if you were there, a couple weeks ago, I actually built the Super B-Daman Phantom Eagle, and it had a similar thing where it had some of the springs just kind of in the sprues themselves, especially with this. There's literally like a piece of tape just holding those little springs in. That's really unique. I've never really seen that before outside of Super, so this is really cool. And anyway, now I'm just going to take all these pieces off, and let's start building. And here are all the parts for the DHB core, and as you can see in the instructions here, I do have them open to the part that does address this core, and yeah, this is my first time actually building something like this. Nonetheless, we're going to begin, and I believe we have to start out with just this specific half, and you can really see how many cool, like, little inside details we have. So, the first thing that it tells us to put on is actually just this little, kind of the barrel itself. So yeah, that goes in first, I guess. Or actually, wait, hold up. No, the first thing that we really need to do is we take this tiny little peg here. We take this tiny little spring here, and I guess it just kind of, yeah, it just kind of fits on like so. And then this piece just goes on like that. So that goes in like so, and it just pushes down. Just going to confirm that it works. Okay, I got it in. Okay, yep, that's tricky. That's really tricky. So, next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take these hold parts, and they just go in right just like so. This piece here goes like this. So there must be another mechanism. Yeah, this thing right here. We're going to take this slightly bigger spring, but it's still like somewhat short compared to the standard springs that we're used to with 02. This piece goes on like so. Really kind of weird how it's like a notch, but I guess that's where it kind of slides along here. And I guess, how does this even go in? Holy crap. I'm just going to cut all that out because I did all that off screen. I think that this was the single most frustrating thing to put together. I didn't show it all on screen, and I probably am going to cut out where I started to fail. But this is what you got to do, all right? Look right there. So you got to have the hold parts there. You have the front of the barrel. You have the little plates that gets hit by the DHB. And then you have to line up these, like, 2 springs to make sure that nothing flies out when you're clipping it together. And that was scary as hell. I'm just going to tell you that right now. But we got it. It works. Thank God it works. Okay. Well, this piece then goes here. Aha. I think that's where, yeah, that's where the trigger clips onto for sure. And then, bam. Actually, wait, hold up. I think we have to put these on first. This little thing goes there. Bam. There we go. That's where it goes. Oh, God. Oh, maybe it goes on the magazine. I think it might go on the magazine, actually. All right. We take these little balls over here, these little cylinder things over here. Bam. Then we finally attach the trigger. It's actually a really cool trigger. I wonder if it would, if it's still the same size to fit on a standard core. Because that's actually a really cool trigger. You can kind of, actually I guess not, but it does provide some good support, and it's kind of a stabilizer as well. But there we go. There's that. Thank God. We have this really cool magazine adapter, which is also included for this, I assume, actually. So this piece, yeah, okay, I was right. So this piece does go here. And, okay. I've gotten it sorted out. I know that I'm kind of going crazy right here, but that's because actually assembling this was, like, infuriating. But nonetheless, we finally got it together. And I gotta say, it does look really, really fantastic. Anyway, though, I am actually going to put his armor into the DHB core because I do want to test that out and see how it looks with this clear Chrome Levan. So we're just going to take off this, take off the head, pop off the feet. So we just have kind of the core and then the little rings remaining, because I am going to use the red ones, and slide it on like so. Pop on those red rings. They do look quite good with the red spikes and the red rubber pieces that he has. I will admit, I feel like if they tried to force yellow into here, it actually wouldn't look as good. I do like the yellow in the core for the standard, like for the actual like core itself, but for the DHB core here, it does look really good with the red. And boom, there is Chrome Levan clear version inside of this custom DHB armor for Winged Sword. I really hope that you enjoyed part 1 out of part 2, or part 1 out of 2, for this Chrome Levan special set Let's Build. It was honestly super fun to be able to build the clear Chrome Levan along with this DHB core. I'm definitely going to be putting my Winged Sword in this armor just to see how it looks, because it does look really, really good just having the silver DHB core. It looks fantastic. Anyway, though, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm the Detective, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.